Crystal. Lynn here. Welcome to Tuning Into Love with me on this beautiful day. I'm out here by the river in this beautiful little cove, and it just feels amazing. So sending you some of the awesome earth energy from here, and super excited to share the message that love has for us today. So welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Welcome. This journey is getting epic, you guys. I mean, at least for me, I love the way that these messages are unfolding. It's like, you know, every day it's like wisdom and advice for the next step, and I'm just loving it. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. If this resonates with you, definitely follow along and subscribe, because like I said, it's just unfolding and it's magical. And today we have another magical reading. So let's get into it today, you guys. I have so much to say about this reading. First of all, it's message number 19, which is significant for this reading today because 19 translates into a 10. And 10 is in numerology a number that is all about new beginnings and transformations, or transformation and new beginnings. So it is like the potential of everything, and one represents like your creativity, your motivation, your desire to create this new path. You're on this new path, and 0 is the initiator. So it's where all the potential lies, where it's like a seed, you know, everything's a seed right now. You have your seed, so now it's time to nurture it. And that's what I'm getting from this reading today, because we pulled the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. This is a beautiful sign from Spirit. This is like a sign from Spirit that's saying, yes, it's a go. Yes, whatever it is that you are looking for a sign for, this is your sign. We've got the iceberg submerged, so this says a lot to me about how there's so much inside. You know, the iceberg, you just see the tip of the iceberg, and right now you've been submerged and you're about to come out of the water. You're about to come out of the water with this opportunity that Spirit has been putting in your face for the last several days, weeks. And you've got the Fertility card. Okay, so this seed, it's time for you to nurture it and start taking some action, giving it some love, giving it some attention. And we pulled the Law of Attraction card, and just look at this abundance, this unconditional loving. This is what you all are attracting right now, by the Law of Attraction. So let's talk about the Ace of Wands for a minute, and we'll get into the other cards, because I'm really excited that we pulled this card today. I mean, part of the reason that I enjoy this process and sharing this with you guys so much is that when I was at the darkest point in my life, I literally had no one to turn to. I had nothing to turn to. I would come out into nature, and I started tuning back into my tarot cards and my oracle cards. I've always been drawn to them since I was little. I've always played with them. I've always had them. I would do readings for fun, but I was never felt that I, you know, had the gift or could tune in or whatever. But I was always surprised at the cards I would pull, because they always seemed to be pretty spot on, and even for others. So reaching that point in my life not too long ago, you know, in the very recent past, I turned back to my oracle cards, and they started guiding me. They started showing me the way, and they were so resonant, and I started listening to them. I actually started taking action on what they were encouraging me to do, and now look at me. I'm free, and I'm happy, and I'm living my life according to the teachings of unconditional love. And that's what the tarot is. That's what these cards are. It's just a way to tune into Spirit one way. You know, there's many ways. You can tune into nature. You can do so many things: music, art, creativity. So the Ace of Wands is okay. So it's a sign from Spirit that, yes, it's a very action-oriented card. So it means that you should take action on this card right away. And see how Spirit's holding the wand, and it's like it has leaves growing, it's new, you know, it's It's got life coming out of it, and there's some leaves falling. The leaves falling actually represent like your spiritual growth, your physical growth, you know, in the material world. And then the new growth on here. This is like an idea that is new. So like our new path that we're on, these new ideas that we're bringing into manifestation, you've just planted the seed, so it's growing. These ideas are sprouting. It's like a seed, you know. It's tiny still. You have to nurture it. You have to love it in order for it to grow. This castle in the background, it represents the potential future, you know, your solid foundation, your foundation built on unconditional love. And right now in the journey of reaching this right here that Spirit's offering you, this is the path that's going to take you here, and it's a seed. So I was talking about before how you reap what you sow. You're planting seeds of love, so now Spirit is bringing you the opportunity, the desire, the path that you have been wanting to manifest. It's here. And so it's time for you to act on it, take some action towards it, even just action steps, because Spirit's telling you that this is all so new, because you are walking in love, and we haven't been doing that before. So this is about trusting your instincts. This is about trusting that gut feeling that you have, that you know, and not doubting it. Like really putting your faith in this, because that is the key, is having faith, because you haven't yet seen it manifested. And you know, it's the key to working with Spirit is having faith. And when you have faith in things, you're going to see them through to the end. You believe in them. That gives them life. You're breathing life into your projects, your relationship, your creative endeavors, whatever it is that you should be pouring your heart and soul into it, but you should also be reaping that. So this is so beautiful, you guys, because Spirit is saying go for this. And you know, Ace of Wands, Ace is new beginnings. It's planting, it's the seed. You know, the seed has already been planted, basically, and now it's up to you to water it. You're like, Spirit is saying it's time for you to water it. That means you've planted it in the ground, and maybe you let it sit there for a few days, but it needs some water now in order for it to grow, in order for this, whatever it is that you are feeling inspired by Spirit to do right now and you are fired up about. And yesterday we had the Knight of Swords, so this is also about your creative energy, your passion, you know, whatever it is right now that you've got that creative, passionate spark and you're ready to create. Spirit, this is your sign from Spirit saying yes, it's a go. So I think this is amazing, you guys. I mean, it's like every day you guys are doing this, and so here's your sign. Here's your sign. Yes, go for it. Go forth, take charge. Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, listen to where your soul and Spirit is guiding you, okay? Keep doing it. You are on the right path, you guys. Ace of Wands. Bam. I love it. Okay. So I'm sure I'll talk more about that in the future. The future here as I read these other cards, because I'm just blown away how they all come out. And as they come out, I can intuitively see what it is that's trying to come out, and I just feel so grateful to share these messages with you guys, because I really did just go through all this stuff, and so I know how it feels. And like just being able to get affirmation about what you're going through and all of that just helps you really process and know that this stuff is all real and you can trust it. You know, this is about tuning into your intuition, tuning into your spirit, okay? Because you have been submerged. You have been submerged, you have been drowning, you have been lost, you have been, you know, submerged, and just the tip of you was popping out, you know? Now you can come out fully. Now it's time for you to come out of submersion. Like, I just feel like that's what this is. Like, all this potential, all this stuff that's within you, all these visions, all of these creative things, all of these things that you want to come here and do in this world, all the love you want to give, the relationships, everything you want to build has been submerged, and now it's getting ready to come out, and it's all in there. It's just been waiting, and I'm just so excited. So let me just read this to you guys. Up to 90% of an iceberg's body is below the surface, deeply submerged in the bosom of Grandmother Ocean. Yet Grandmother allows considerable freedom for her enormous children, permitting them to move about as dictated by the currents and their own momentum. Having broken off from a glacier or ice shelf, they float along the sea, much to the detriment of vessels that attempt to traverse their passageways. Most of us have heard stories or ill-fated ships that have had tragic encounters with these ice mountains. Although the topmost portion of an iceberg can easily be seen, there's still a massive amount of its body below the water that may be difficult to detect, and that which remains unseen can fool us and perhaps even be dangerous and damaging. Ooh, this is good, you guys. Whatever you suppress or deny and attempt to keep out of conscious awareness will show up somewhere and somehow. These are your shadow aspects. At one time, you put them out of your consciousness for good reason, yet they remain contained by shame and guilt. Sometimes these submerged aspects of yourself are projected onto others so that they mirror those denied or suppressed parts of you, and you may even harshly judge these characteristics when they are exhibited. Now is the time to allow these elements to surface and embrace them. These make up some sort of self-expression, a secret dream you wish to accomplish, or even uglier aspects that are difficult to acknowledge or accept. Whatever you have submerged deep inside of you, this is your opportunity to pay attention to those things and welcome them to the family called you. Yo, you guys, this is for real, okay? I'm gonna get real with you for a minute because I finally embraced my dark side and I love her. She is absolutely amazing. My dark side is amazing, and she will come out and protect me, and she's not afraid to get in anyone's face anymore, because the thing is, when there are people in your life who say they love you, but then all they do is gossip about you, put you down, discourage you, make you, judge you, all of those things, and it makes you question like your self-worth and your value. That's not love. And so the best thing to do is to approach that, to speak your truth and say, hey, I want to have a loving relationship with you. Let's heal this. What's your problem with me? Bring it to the table. What is it that you have with me? And if there's no problem with me, then why are you treating me unloving? And that's basically what I've said to the people in my life. And if they're not willing to heal, that's showing me who they really are, not who I want them to be, but who they really are. And being able to be at peace with that and say, I can accept that, I honor that, and so it's time for me to go, because there are certain people that are not worthy of your love. They're not worthy of your friendship because they don't appreciate it. So it's time to speak our truth. It's time to embrace our dark side and realize that it's there for a reason. It's there to serve us, and it's not there to make our lives horrible. It's not there to judge. It's there to give us the power we need to stand up for ourselves when we need to do it against things that don't have our best interest at heart. So tap into your dark side, embrace your shadows, and use them for good. Use them for good. Look fear and darkness in the eye and tell it to come bring its stuff to the table and test you. And if it doesn't have anything to bring to the table, it's gonna run. So I encourage you to come out of submersion, set yourself free. You are a giant freaking iceberg, just waiting, just full of potential. It's the number 10 today, new path, and all your potential is just what I'm feeling. So part of that is just breaking through and speaking your truth and just being authentic. Just be who you are. Just be who you are. I love it, you guys. So that was that. And then the next card is from the Ascended Masters, and it's Fertility Pan. So I just think it's perfect because all the ace cards are like seeds, so you're planting your fertility. It's a very fertile time right now. It's a time where you are planting your garden with all of the things necessary for this fertile, abundant life. You are laying the groundwork, the solid foundation. You're doing it right this time. You're trusting your spirit. You're trusting your intuition. You're staying strong when it's hard, because it's hard to do the right thing. It's a lot easier It's a lot easier to drop into fear and blame and project. Takes a lot of inner strength and much more courage to look at your own shadow self, your own self, and ask yourself, you know, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself why you feel these things. You know, so I love this, you guys. I love it because you're just, I mean, this is it. This is what you're planting. Let's read it. This card signifies that it's a very fertile time for you. This is an ideal time for the conception of a baby or new projects. So, you know, it could be your baby can be your baby project, your baby new path, everything. All of the doors are open for you right now, or an actual baby. Your mind is fertile with many wonderful new ideas, and abundance easily flows to you. Since everything is in its infancy stage, have patience with the growth process. Just nurture yourself and other projects so that you stay strong and fertile. You have the Midas touch, and everything is turning to gold right now. There is good news about pregnancy or adoption. Let go of worries or guilt and enjoy yourself. Now is a good time to start projects. Pan is an ancient Greek deity of nature, mirth, music, and fertility. It was love at first sight for Pan when he spotted the lovely wood nymph Syrinx. Yet Syrinx didn't return his affection. It's said that Pan was so unattractive that his name became the root of the word panic because of the reaction children had when they saw him. So Pan ran after Syrinx down to the river. Syrinx called upon water nymphs to help, and they turned Pan into willow reeds. As Pan yelled for help, the reeds made beautiful music. Later, when Pan transformed into his original self, he made a musical instrument of reeds, which is today called a panpipe. Call upon Pan for help with fertility issues, music, or to relax and enjoy yourself. So yeah, Pan is, you know, very connected to the earth, obviously, and this energy of him that's very fertile, and he's very much a part of the earth. And he is singing, you know, yesterday we had the music card. So it's like this energy of music and harmony is in your, you know, what it is that you're creating, whatever it is you're moving towards. This is showing you all this beauty, all this connection, this very fertile time, this seed. Like, nurture it with love. Nurture it with love. So that was the Ascended Masters. And the angels sent us the law of attraction. And I love this, so perfect, because you are attracting. And look at the picture, you know, it's just like so abundant. It's true abundance and unconditional love. It's the only abundance that comes from unconditional love. This doesn't come from anything else, you know. So let's read this to you guys. I love it. I'm so happy for everybody. I'm happy for myself too, because I know I'm right here with you guys. Like it's a process, you know. It doesn't just happen overnight. So, you know, every day it's just, you know, starting over, just continuing to get back on track. And that's why I love this, because this is like a way to kind of get you back on track, to get your energy back into your spirit, because it's so easy to get distracted. So anyways, I'm glad you're here. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Call in the angels, you guys. I do every single day, all the time. The angels gave you this card as a reminder that the law of attraction can help you improve the situation you're inquiring about. Complaints and worry only attract more of the same, so elevate your thoughts with the help of the angels to attract what you desire. Several times a day, imagine that the situation was presented healed and perfectly manifested. Feel gratitude that it is already so in spirit, which is the first part of attracting the material aspects of the situation. Think about your desires and avoid worrying or complaining. Rise up to the level of the type of person you wish to attract. As your spiritual energy increases, you'll find yourself less attracted to lower energies in relationships and situations. This is normal, and the angels can help you deal with these endings and beginnings. And you know what? Thank you, angels. And yes, I want to speak to this for a second, because this is all about really asking yourself why you're holding on to anger in the first place, or, you know, whatever it is, you know, whatever guilt or anger or feeling bad, whatever those lower vibrational energies are, whatever your situation is. really ask yourself, is this person someone I actually want in my life? Like, if we were to heal the relationship, do I actually want them in my life? Like, do I enjoy them? Do I enjoy being with them? Do I enjoy their company? Do they bring benefit to my life? Do they uplift my spirit? Do they pour life into me? Or do they suck life from me? Do you want to heal this relationship? You know, these are questions you need to ask yourself. What is the benefit if this relationship were to be healed? You know, is it something you really want? And if you're not, if the answer is you don't want this person in your life, then, you know, it's as simple as seeing it for what it is, accepting it, forgiving, and letting it go. Even if it's just writing a letter or saying what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say, but come to a decision to make peace so that you can let it all go and attract what it is you desire, because your mind won't be filled with all the anxiety and heaviness of things you're holding on to that aren't serving you. When you hold on to stuff, it's only hurting you. It's only hurting you. It doesn't hurt the other person. You know, everyone has stuff towards me, I'm great. I'm so happy. I'm connected. I'm on my path. I don't need anyone to tell me who I am or where I'm going or what to do. I'm clear. You know, I did the work. I got my shit together. I searched myself. I'm empowered. I'm sovereign. I'm independent. I know what I want and I go after it. And I'm not going to allow anyone to define who I am. That's my responsibility, my job, my privilege to know myself and to experience life and all that is here to experience. This is a gift. And when we tune into unconditional love, like, life just becomes amazing. So this is beautiful, you guys. I'm loving this. Look at this card. This is so gorgeous. And of course it's not gonna focus, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm happy for you guys. It feels amazing out here. So that's your message today, number 19 or 10. New beginnings, 0 potentiality. You know, everything is right here in this like big seed, and spirit is telling you guys, this is your sign. This is it. This is it, you guys. So go for it. Have no fear. Believe in yourself. Believe with all your heart that you deserve everything. Everything. I love you guys. Peace out. Much love. See you tomorrow.